Thanks to Trump's war with Iran, this year, gasoline is expected to cost the average household $740 more. Let's see, hold on, let's see, 740. That's $8. That's $8. So, congratulations, everybody. $8 doesn't sound like much, but may I remind you, that'll get you 8 lotto tickets, which also happens to be Trump's healthcare plan.
$740 more per household this year. That number is not abstract. That is a car payment. That is 3 months of groceries for a family of 4. That is the difference between making rent and not making rent for millions of Americans. The administration that promised to lower costs has engineered a situation where the average family is paying $740 more just to drive work. And the war that caused it has no exit date, no defined objective, and no plan.
Consumer confidence is at the lowest level ever recorded. Now, that may sound bad, but that's only because it's never been worse. Ooh, there's more tough news to chew on. Beef is getting harder for Americans to afford.
Lowest consumer confidence ever recorded. Not since 2008, not since the Great Depression, ever. In the entire history of measuring, there's a specific psychological phenomenon where people absorb so much uncertainty that they stop making plans, stop investing, stop spending, stop believing things will improve. That is what the data is measuring right now. Not just fear of today. Fear that tomorrow will be worse. That feeling, once it sets in this scale, doesn't reverse quickly.
Beef isn't the only American tradition affected by inflation these days, because it was just announced that 7-Eleven will close 645 U.S. stores this year. 7-Eleven. Never forget.
7-Eleven closing 600 more stores, beef becoming unaffordable for American people who's barely paying their bills, their rents, and everything else. And these are not luxury items being priced out. These are the base markers of working class American life being systematically dismantled. When the convenience store and the affordable protein disappear from the same neighborhood in the same year because of the same war nobody voted for, something has shifted that is very difficult to revert. The people this hits hardest are the exact people who were promised their lives would get cheaper.
As I said, this inflation is being caused by the war, but it's really not that bad. According to Trump's director of the National Economic Council and Jolly Skin Tag, Kevin Hassett.
The director of the National Economic Council went on television and said inflation is really not that bad. This is the psychological defense mechanism of someone who has spent so long inside a system that rewards telling powerful what they want to hear, that they have lost the ability to perceive reality as it exists for everyone else.
Hassett went on the CNBC yesterday to explain what might bring prices down.
Imagine if oil prices start going back down because the situation resolves itself somehow, then you could be looking at an inflation close to zero.
The economic plan is imagine if the situation resolves itself somehow. Imagine if oil prices go back down, blah, blah, blah. That is the actual stated position of people running the largest economy on earth. No mechanism, no timeline, no policy, just imagination.
Yes, the situation might resolve itself somehow. Until then, all America has to do is use their imagination. Imagine. My friends, imagine a car made of licorice somehow. And it somehow runs on dreams, and somehow your best friend is a musical dog, and Kevin Hassett isn't an idiot, somehow.
Just because it looks like we're going to the wrong direction doesn't mean that's the direction we're going. That sentence was said out loud by a senior economic official on television to adults, to you. There's a name for the cognitive pattern of insisting reality is the opposite of what is observable. It is not a communication strategy. It is not a spin. At a certain point, it becomes something more concerning than dishonest, because dishonesty requires knowing the truth. This may not.
This is Energy Secretary Chris Wright.
Just because it looks like we're going the wrong direction does not mean that's the direction we're going.
Yeah. There you
They have a video of America is headed, and it is not actually headed that way. The gap between the performance of the confidence and actual data has never been wider. Consumer confidence at historic lows, gas up 6 cents, $740 per household, 600 stores closing, and the official position is that video showing direction is not actually showing the direction. At some point, the audience stops believing the narrative, right? The point has already passed for most Americans. Polls confirm the elections are confirming it, and the data is confirming it every single week. I need you, my elders, my channel to support me, because I know that you have been watching this country more than me, and your thoughts are really important. So please do subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment down below. Thank you so much.
Yes, well said. Well said. And is this true? I'm told we actually have video of where America's headed.
This is not the direction I'm going!
It's not actually headed that way, though. It's not.